Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss gun violence in the USA. I'm sure you've heard something about it already in the media, but everyone has their own opinion. Today we're going to have a look at this topic with an objective view. A lot of research has been done and a lot of statistics have been published. These statistics show that there are more privately owned guns than vehicles in America. There are more guns than there are cars. In Georgia and Michigan, about 40% of the households have a gun in their home. In a class of 20 pupils, this would be 8 pupils that have a gun at home. There are pros and cons to gun ownership. There are some positive aspects about owning a gun, but negative aspects as well. A couple of examples why people want a gun in their home is because it provides safety and protection. When there's a burglar in your home, you can scare it away. You can also use them to intimidate others, and it gives you a certain social status. You can boast with your gun and brag about it to your friends. But there are some cons as well. There's a risk of harming others without the proper training and safety measures. You could also harm yourself without gun education. And the reason that it's dangerous is that a gun is by definition a lethal weapon. There's a high death toll in the USA because of firearms privately owned by people. In 2010, 12,996 people were murdered in the USA. 68% of these people were murdered with the use of guns. More than half of all murders, almost 3/4, are committed by using firearms.
In the novel you've read, the aspect of gun violence is highly stressed. People living in certain areas are faced with guns on a daily basis and have learned to carry one themselves. The rules clearly state that whenever a loved one is taken from you, you have to take revenge. By adhering to these rules, violence turns into a vicious cycle. The extract reads, "I had never held a gun, never even touched one, heavier than I expected. It's like holding a newborn, except I knew the cry would be much, 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 much louder." We can learn from this extract that there is a certain weight in carrying a gun. It's like holding a newborn, but the cry would be much louder. Perhaps that the consequences of using a gun result in tears. How would you feel when a loved one is killed? Talk to your neighbor about it. What would your emotions be like? Would you want to exact revenge? In the USA, there are two large parties, groups of people that discuss the restriction of guns. The NRA wants to soften the rules around gun control. It advocates gun rights and it has a lot of political influence. It lobbies for more gun freedom. In this video, you'll see an interview with a man who supports the view of the NRA.
My daughter came into the bedroom and she said, "Dad, there's a man in a black tactical gear shooting up and down the street."
The CSGV, on the other hand, is a coalition to stop the gun violence. It opposes the NRA. They want to reduce the number of guns in private households. They also provide education about gun safety. In this video, you'll see a man talking about the ways of the CSGV. You've seen these videos and I've given you some more information about these two parties. I will also give you a text about the NRA and one about the CSGV, and one half of the class will defend the NRA and the other half the CSGV. Provide decent arguments for your side. You can base these arguments on the text you are given and of course the two videos. Tomorrow you have to come to the front of the class and defend the view of your association together with one of your classmates. I will grade this exercise.